Elden Ring hype shows no signs of abating, as the game has reportedly gone gold, ready to be shipped soon. In addition, a developer has given details about how long the title should take to complete, while an exhaustive hands-on impression of a closed network test leads to Elden Ring being called the greatest of all time. Elden Ring is scheduled for release on February 25th. Unfortunately for gamers eagerly awaiting the adventure RPG, it seems that there will be no further delays. The title was originally scheduled for a January 21st release but had to be put back as developers wanted to work more in depth with the strategic freedom of the game. A member of From Software's development team, Yasuhiro Kitao, explained in a video, via Gematsu, that not only had Elden Ring gone gold but was also on track to hit the February 25th release date. In addition to those details, Kitao also talked a little about what gamers can expect to get out of Elden Ring, and that appears to be at least 30 hours of gameplay. This estimate is based on a regular player just taking the main route to completion and not getting involved with side quests and other distractions. Excitingly for future owners of Elden Ring, Kitao also added that the game as a whole is quite massive and contains many dozens more hours worth of gameplay. Unsurprisingly, there are high expectations for Elden Ring, and it has already been called the Game of the Year 2022 by GameInformer's Daniel Tack during a very extensive hands-on impression video for the closed network test. The video lasts for 3.5 hours, although Tack has actually played Elden Ring during a 10-hour session. Lots of information given during the video has been conveniently compiled by Reddit user Anonymous, which contains spoilers, so best avoided for those who want to remain blind about the upcoming title from Demon's Souls creator Hidetaka Miyazaki. Bandai Namco Entertainment has published the official game specs and compatibility details for Elden Ring. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X owners and PC users with powerful rigs should get to enjoy the potential of up to 4K resolution or 60 FPS gaming. However, ray tracing support has not made it to the Xbox Series S console. The Elden Ring game requirements for PC and console have been posted, as spotted by Mordecai, and it seems PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X owners can look forward to playing the upcoming action RPG without too many worries. Both consoles can manage the maximum resolution of 4K or up to 60 FPS. But with performance mode either adjusting the resolution or the frame rate is desired, so it's a choice between maximum resolution but at 30 FPS and the maximum frame rate of 60 FPS but with a lower resolution. HDR and ray tracing content for Elden Ring are also supported on the PS5 and Xbox, with ray tracing support coming by a likely day one patch. PS4 Pro owners can expect up to 3200 with 1800 resolution and up to 30 FPS, while the supported PS4 offers up to 1920 with 1080 resolution and up to 30 FPS. The PlayStation 4 consoles can also deal with HDR as long as a compatible display is available. While Microsoft's flagship console gets the full treatment, it seems the Xbox Series S has been taken less seriously and has not been included on the support list for ray tracing on Elden Ring. While up to 60 FPS can be made possible, once again, via performance mode, the maximum resolution listed is 2560 into 1440, so no 4K support either. Xbox One X owners get 3840/2160 and up to 30 FPS, while Xbox One has up to 1600x900 and up to 30 FPS support. As for the PC, owners of beefy desktop titans shouldn't worry too much about the specs if they have a modern high-end CPU/GPU combination. The frame rates are locked at 60 FPS, so it doesn't matter if there is a GeForce RTX 3080 Ti or RTX 3090 ticking away inside the case. As mentioned above, up to 4K projection is supported, and gamers with the right components can witness the merits of HDR and ray tracing. Elden Ring, which is directed by Souls series creator Hidetaka Miyazaki, who also wrote the game with the help of George R.R. Martin, is scheduled for release on February 25, 2022. Elden Ring has been given a mature 17+ rating by the Entertainment Software Rating Board, ESRB. Some teasers for the game have been offered up in the rating summary, with mention of coarse words and a partially clothed monster being present in the eagerly awaited RPG. Elden Ring should be released on February 25, 2022. The ESRB has posted its rating and a summary for the upcoming game Elden Ring. As spotted by Redditor You Are Not Me Liar, the title has been given an M rating, for mature 17+, which is the second most restrictive grade after AO. Adults only 18+. Games that attain this particular rating usually have content that relates to adult themes such as violence, gore, coarse language, sex, and nudity. The rating summary for Elden Ring has been picked apart by fans, as it may contain some teasers and even spoilers. Warning. The summary begins with a very brief description of the game overview. The player has to become the Elden Lord by getting hold of the shards of the magical Elden Ring. Unsurprisingly, being an RPG means players will have to explore, collect things, get into conversations and fights, and deal with bosses. But while it might be expected such typical fare as amulets, gold coins, and swords would be on the collectible list, apparently so severed fingers and tongues, it's unclear why a player would need such gruesome trophies. but this is a game coming from the collective minds of George R.R. Martin, Game of Thrones, and Hidetaka Miyazaki, Souls games, so nudity, bloody combat, and swears are par for the course. There is some little detail about the bosses and characters gamers might encounter, with one of them being a boss that apparently is capable of amputating its own arm, presumably to hit the player with. The rating describes an area that has severed arms hanging from a ceiling, and it is possible this could be related directly to the boss just mentioned. It's even been suggested this may be an amygdala-type boss, with the multi-limbed spider-like creature appearing as a moving target for archers in Bloodborne. Whatever the truth is, players are clearly in for a messy and gore-filled melee. There's also a semi-naked monster running around Elden Ring, with scales and scars covering its modesty, breast and pelvic regions, to be precise. Depending on your viewpoint and upbringing, the presence of the word shit in the dialogue could have been what clinched the M rating for Elden Ring from the ESRB. It's clearly something that has raised some eyebrows with the board's reviewers, as it is written as the less offensive shush T in the summary. Elden Ring, which is being developed by From Software and is to be published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, is currently scheduled to be launched on February 25th for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series S, and Microsoft Windows platforms.